And that's why Brother Paul said he died daily.
Man, daily.
You have to daily, man. Every time, man. Yeah, they don't, man, but they need to right now, man.
I afflicted my soul from this Tuesday.
Yeah.
Thursday, man, I got up off that. Next month, next May, I got up off that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Daily, you got to dive in that. It's daily, man.
Yeah, because I want to ask one question. If everybody stop thinking right now.
You can't do it.
You can't do it.
Can't do it.
Just like that, your mind always moving. Just like that. And I can promise you, everything in your mind ain't good. I can promise you that.
That's right.
Women see Negroes walking by, it ain't always the good. You thinking great. And men, same way with they ain't always. It ain't the fact that they want them. It's the fact that that thoughts still go in their mind. That's something you still got to repent for because you got to cleanse out your mind.
That's right.
And that's going to always constantly be warning against you. It'll throw that right in there. You quit cigarettes, boy, the first thing you see when you get up in the morning is a cigarette in your mind. You be like, oh, shoot, you got to tell yourself, I don't smoke no more. You got to talk to yourself no more. You got to literally condition your mind to not to do those things. And then because we know those thoughts constantly move, constantly come.
That's right. So you got to walk within your body every day. You want your flesh to win. I mean, it's a lot. You want your spirit to win. You don't want your flesh to overtake your spirit, man. It was in the world by going to church and doing all the other things. Our flesh was winning. But now that we are waking up and reading this Bible and getting into these words, man, the words of the Most High God, now we're trying to let our spirit overtake and win. So you got to have a good smoking. Then you go see a fresh pack of Newport somebody just dropped. Fresh pack. It might be raining. It ain't now one of them got wetted out. You're like, how in the world did that happen? At least let them be wet. They ain't even wet.
So, and that's what you be saying too. Well, I hope they wet. Then I know I won't smoke.
Right.
And then you get that, and that body be like, you be like, how did nothing get wet? Let me go ahead and see if they still are fresh. And then you smoking one just to see. Next thing you know, you smoked the whole box and went and bought another carton.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 10 and verse 13.
Bring it out.
There had no temptation taking you but such as is common to man.
Mm-hmm.
But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able.
Mm-hmm.
But will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it.
And this is what the Most High gonna do. He gonna always try to give you that opportunity to strengthen your spirit.
Now, he ain't gonna try. He gonna give you an opportunity.
I'm tempting you.
And there's gonna be a way out of that temptation.
Every time. That's what that song that they used to sing, though, he'll never put more on me than I can bear. That's actually true, as said this scripture. And y'all doing a whole lot of other things that's wrong. But 10 and 13 said that he won't put more on you that you can't bear, man. So, brothers and sisters, we all deal with things, but that cigarette habit you got, that lust habit you got, that smoking weed habit you got, that wanting to try to rob brothers and sisters, man, that habit that you got, that feminine and that you got, whatever you got, it can be healed.
And that's why he always asks us to make our answers yay or nay. Mm-hmm. Because whatever it is you're dealing with, you can say yes to it, or you can say no to it.
That's right.
That's why we try to make it complicated. See, we try to come up with a whole paragraph and a thesis sentence and a body of letter and an ending. We trying to write we wouldn't even write them papers in school, but then, boy, when we come to making that decision, we'll write that essay now, just trying to find a way to make it where I can get into this.
That's right.
But it just instead of making
on you that you can bear, man, he go try you. He gonna try you, man. He'll put that test on you, see if you pass. Verse 6. But you want to get tried. You really want to get tried by the Most High God, because it's trying him.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 6.
Bring it out.
For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth.
For what?
For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth.
For whom the Lord loveth, he send you temptation. He go make your way narrow sometimes so you can make it straight for yourself. He go try to build you up and strengthen you with temptation. So who we love,
he received
every son, not some out.
And scores every son whom he received.
So every one of us, brothers and sisters, are going through something. We're gonna have some tough times, but these are nothing but tests and trials to try to get and strengthen our spirit. So therefore, that's what he's trying to build you up for. Because that test, if you don't get tested, guess what? when it come time for the game, shoot, we don't know what you got.
Mm.
Where we gonna put you at? Can he play point? Can he play quarterback? Can he shoot? I mean, we don't know what the brother can do. We don't even know what sport to put you in. Just use a sport as an analogy. You know, that's not our custom, but just use a sport as an analogy. We don't even know what sport to put. We don't know if we need to put you in tennis.
You just tall. You just big.
He's just tall. He's 6'6". What can he do though? So I want to get a test from the Most High God so that it'll strengthen up his spirit. Go ahead, verse 7.
Verse 7, if ye endure chastening,
Because, like I say, you want to get chastened. Because what?
If ye endure chastening,
If you endure the whoopings and the butt whoopings that the Most High God put upon us,
God dealing with you as with sons.
God dealing with you like you his own, man.
With sons.
But what?
For what son is he whom the father chasteneth not?
So like I got sons. He got 3 sons. What would I look like not chastising and disciplining his children? That means he don't love them. I don't care what they do.
And the one thing he don't do, he ain't chastised the other nations.
That's right. You don't see
But
that.
we
at all.
get chastised every time. We've always got in trouble. That's why we've been through 7 majors and 7 minor captivities.
That's right.
Because we always getting the whooping.
That's right.
But it's always the one, the child that's getting the whooping is the one that's gonna receive the most. Discipline, learning what's going on. Like he said, don't discipline your child to see what kind of child they come out to be. Right?
Man, that's what's going on today. Parents, children having children. We're not disciplining them, man.
Let me get a precept. This is the coming of Yahushua in Isaiah chapter 53, verse 10. This is what the Lord said about his only begotten son. The book of Isaiah chapter 53, 10. Yet it pleased the Lord to bruise him.
Man, what did he say?
Yet it pleased the Lord to bruise him.
Man, it pleased the Most High God to bruise Yahushua, man.
He had put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed, and he shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of the Lord shall prosper in his hand.
The pleasure of the Lord, man. You want to get chastened, man. The Most High God, it pleases him because you know that they ain't doing nothing but building and strengthening them up.
That's right. Read verse 11.
Verse 11. He shall see of the travail of his soul, and shall be satisfied.
And shall be what?
Satisfied. By his knowledge shall my righteous servant justify many, for he shall bear their iniquities.
Okay, let me get one more precept, y'all.
Check it out. Let's go.
Let's go to 2 Maccabees 6 and 12.
The book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 6 and verse 12. Now I beseech those that write this book.
Read this book.
Shalaki, I beseech those that read this book,
Mm-hmm.
that they be not discouraged for these calamities.
We shouldn't be tripping off these calamities. We shouldn't be getting down on ourselves because we're going through these calamities. Go ahead.
But that they judge those punishments not to be for destruction.
But all the stuff we're going through is not for our destruction. It's for our building up.
That's right.
It's not to be taking us down. It's to get our butt back in order. Our parents didn't whoop us just to be trying to break us down, tell us we ain't gonna be nothing. They whooped us to get us back in line because they know it's a jail system out there that will have you right locked up, and it's murder out there that will have you in that grave.
So police out there they beat you to death.
Exactly. It's all out there. Go ahead.
Yeah.
But for a chastening of our nation.
But for what?
A chastening of our nation.
Okay, go ahead. 13.
Verse 13. For it is a token of his great goodness when wicked doers are not suffered any long time.
See, other nations ain't went through no suffering. They hadn't been getting chastised. And you know why? The Most High said, I'm doing that because it's great good. Because I'm going to let theirs build all the way up. So when theirs build all the way up, if my children were to do this, guess what's finna happen? Y'all finna get it. Y'all ain't never got punished for what y'all did. We always got punished for what we did. It's gonna be a great punishment coming to them. That's why he said goes through all those things. Go ahead.
That's a great precept. Go ahead, man.
When wicked doers are not suffered in any long time, but forthwith punished.
Go ahead.
For not as with other nations, whom the Lord patiently forbid to punish.
I say I ain't punishing them yet.
He said, he
Patiently ain't punishing them.
just waiting, boy.
And we sit up there looking mad all the time because they doing good and he doing good and these nations doing good. The Africans going in our neighborhood. Hey, he said, count that for good. Okay, all right. Now I see what the Most High doing. Don't be tripping. But we love Israel. We love to be in some kind of misery. Be on Facebook. Them Africans doing it. They ain't okay. We know that. That's good. I'm happy. Clap your hands. Hey, all right. Because I know the Most High got something to do for us. Read. Finish it out.
Verse
14.
Till they become to the fullness of their seed.
Read that again.
Till they become to the fullness of their seed.
That's what's happened to the other nations. Wait till it build up to the altar till there ain't nothing left on the room. This, you think that belt, we getting whipped with this little belt. You know your mama getting, see, they finna get whipped with the stitching cord.
Which is
AKA
a nuclear weapon.
Exactly.
AKA, yeah. Also
AKA
known as
hard bondage.
Yeah, or the water hose or the bull whip. That's what they getting whooping with. So, and we up here crying to mama done got out there, daddy got the little belt and he pop, and we up here whining. And then, but no, we're gonna be sitting up there laughing, boy. That water hose, believe me, that belt gonna feel very nice when you see them get whooped with a water hose. Or, you know how you see your other ones get whooped with that stitching cord? And you like, well, I'm glad that ain't me.
yeah.
Cause you like, so I'm glad I just got that belt.
Let me finish it out.
Go
So
ahead.
deal it he with us.
That's how he dealing with him with us.
That's right.
Man, that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. This good thing we getting chastised.
That's right.
Be happy for it. He said even be it's being the light that they getting all that stuff and not getting the punishment. Because when it come down on him.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
Let's go to Hebrews chapter 10, verse 24. So, brothers and sisters, now that you know that we all are gonna dealing with things, either brothers that's up or even brothers that's in the truth, brothers that's trying to get in or whatever the case may be, you have an opportunity to get yourself together and get right, man, and try to win with the spirit over the flesh. So now that you know that everybody going through things, what we need to do? What's the next step? Maybe I thought I was the only one dealing with something. Now we all dealing with something. Let's see what we got to do, because now we got to start gathering, man, with like-minded people, brothers.
I like this, what you finna bring down.
Bring it out.
He said
10 and 24. I mean, 10 to 25. Yeah, 24. So
Yeah, start at 24.
The book of Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 24. And let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works.
So we got to start thinking about our brothers and sisters, man. Consider one another to love. Instead of trying to push brothers to doing evil and wicked, let's try to push brothers and get them in this classroom. Let's try to push brothers and get them to doing these laws. If it ain't number one law at a time. Hey, brother, man, stop cutting your beard. Hey, brother, man, I got a pair of fringes for you, man. We got to consider each other in love.
And see, that's another thing. When we be on them streets, people be talking about, y'all coming at it wrong. He said, provoke them to do good. That means that's like, man, just provoking them. Yeah, I'm talking to you bad. Because that's the only way you're going to listen, so I can get you over here to tell you, you need to be doing these commandments.
That's right.
And I didn't say that. I'm glad that's why I said it like that. You know,
That's right.
I just be feeling bad sometimes because I be feeling like, man, I'm tripping with him. But then I try to stop him and I be like, dang, why I keep doing that? Because now the most I tell you, man, provoke them. I got to sometimes because we're a hard-headed, rebellious, stiff-necked bunch of people. And y'all know how our people love.
That's right. Read 25.
Go ahead.
Not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together.
Don't misunderstand, man. Forsaking that how great that is amongst our brothers and sisters. We come together. Go ahead.
But exhorting one another.
Man, y'all, don't you know, man, we can uplift each other and stop hating on each other, man. Hey, brother, man, you trying, you doing good, man. That's how our brothers and sisters want to hear sometimes. Words of encouragement, man, rather than words that's going to hinder them, man. Because that tongue is desperately wicked as well, man. And that tongue will get somebody out of the truth more than in the truth. Salah.
And just asking somebody sometime, man, how was your day today, man? Were they tripping with you at work?
Yeah.
That right there, how you be feeling like, you get it out, feel like, well, at least somebody cared about it. Because you know how you be on them jobs feeling all by yourself. Be like, nobody cared about me on this job. Well, that's how we got.
That's right. Finish that.
And so much the more.
And so much the more, man. It ain't no boundary to how we can uplift each other. Go ahead.
as ye see the day approach.
Because we see, man, we know that nuclear warfare coming. Like I said, the AKA nuclear warfare, we know it's coming, man. The last days, the scripture said it. In the last days, perilous times, dangerous times. We in them days, man. Let's jump to 1 Corinthians 14 and 26. Because we have to gather together, brothers. That's what you got to do now, brothers and sisters. Get in the game. Stop trying to make excuses that, oh, I'm dealing with this. Let's deal with it together.
That's right.
Let's pick each other up together, man. When you fall, I fall. You know what I'm saying? When you fall, I pick you up. When I hurt you, you hurt me. You know what I'm saying? You help. And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? We got to do this together.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 26. How is it then, brethren, when ye come together?
When you come together,
every one of you had a song, had a doctrine, had a tongue, had revelation,
man,
had interpretation.
Man,
let all things be done unto edifying.
Brothers, you don't know who you are, man. To us, man, you don't know what great deeds you might be doing, or what you might be that we might be lacking, that you the brother that we need or sister that we need, because you might be that person that has the better interpretation of things, or we might be lacking in a certain situation where you gaining that. That's why it's so good for us to come together, because you don't know, man, who you are to the body.
And that's good. It's good that I bring this out, because that's the reason why you see brothers having unity camps.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Sometimes people have a different interpretation. Sometimes people have a different tongue. And also sometimes people have a different doctrine.
Man.
But guess what? You got to put that to the side for the greater good for Israel.
That's right. It said for the edifying.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go to 1 Thessalonians 5 and 11. It's like my words outside of.
The book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 5 and verse 11. Wherefore, comfort yourselves together and edify one another, even as also ye do.
That's what we got to do, brothers. We got to come together and edify each other, comfort each other, man, with these laws, statutes, and the commandments. Let you know, yes, sister, man, you can wear your hair wrap. You don't have to worry about, oh, I didn't think I looked good because I didn't have weave, or I didn't think I looked good because this and that, or brother, well, I didn't feel I was the man. No, you are. We go comfort you through these scriptures, through the word of the Most High God, and make you build yourself up. That's what coming together do, brothers and sisters. That's why we need y'all to get in the game and stop trying to make excuses. To go to Judges 5:11. Why? So we can all try to rehearse this righteous act.
That's right.
That's why, because we need players. What the scripture says, a lot of work to be done out there, man. Well, not a lot of workers to do it.
Harvest is plenty, but the workers are few.
A lot of harvest, man. A lot of work out there to be done. But brother, ain't nobody want to get to work with us, man. Let's attack it together.
The book of Judges, chapter 5, verse 11. They that are delivered from the noises of the archers in the place of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous act.
Man, that's what we got right now. Well, in this captivity that we in, you know what I'm saying? We got to rehearse some righteous act and try to do right, brothers and sisters. We can't keep making excuses and expect to make it to the kingdom. When the Most High come and crack that sky and say, well, let's see if your balance weighed up. It's not going to weigh up, because you got to be trying to rehearse a righteous act. You got to be trying to kick that addiction. You got to be trying to kick that problem that you have. And the way that you kick it is by gathering with like-minded brothers that also want to kick and get everything off of us too.
Yeah.
One mind, get to the kingdom.
I want to break that down a little more so we get a better understanding. Start that over again.
They that are delivered from the noise of the archers.
That's in bombs and all this stuff, this chaos that's going to come down. The noise of archers. Go ahead.
In the place of drawing water.
In the place of drawing water is slavery, captivity.
That's right.
That's what we're doing. We servitude under them. Go ahead.
There shall they rehearse the righteous acts.
That means doing these law, statutes, and commandments as best ability that we can over here.
Hold up. Over there in servitude.
In servitude, slavery, captivity.
Right now, in this captivity. I'm glad we always expound on that, because a lot of times people love to say that we ain't got to keep the laws, we ain't supposed to be over there doing them laws. That was a prophecy given way during the times of Judges, knowing that we was going to be wicked as hell. So he was letting us know too that we got to keep those commandments in our slavery.
Let's go to Psalm 19:7. Because now we can try to get on perfecting ourselves now. Now that we try to get and be the just man that we are, trying to gather together with just men. Now we're trying to perfect ourselves. And that's what we need to get into, brothers and sisters. It's a step, man. It's a step ladder, man. You can't try to jump from level 1 to go to level 8. We got to keep leveling up. 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and you know what I'm saying, make this thing work.
Even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of the village in Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates.
Let's go to Psalm 19:7.
The book of Psalms, chapter 19, and verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
The law of the Lord is perfect.
What is the law of the Lord?
The law of the Lord is perfect.
Brothers and sisters tell us every day that we can't be perfect. Now we're trying to work on perfection, gathering together, keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments together, and that way we become perfect in these laws, statutes, and commandments. We're trying to perfect ourselves in this truth by gathering together with like-minded people, keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. Because what is perfect?
The law of the Lord is perfect,
Man,
converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple.
man, for real. Let's go to 1 Kings 8:61. We'll try to get out of here, man. So the law of the Lord is perfect, brothers and sisters. Isaiah 55:8 say that we can't think like the Most High God. It's not perfect to you. We ain't trying to talk about man perfect. We talking about the Most High God's perfect.
That's right.
He said his law, the law of the Lord is perfect. That means his law is perfect to him. It said the law of the Lord is perfect. So we trying to please God.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 8, verse 61.
Mm-hmm.
Let your heart therefore be perfect with the Lord our God.
So why would he keep telling us to be perfect if we can't be perfect? It's scriptures throughout the whole Bible where the Most High God is telling us that we can be perfect. That brothers were perfect. Noah was perfect. You know what I'm saying? Brother Abraham at first before he changed that, was perfect. These brothers were perfect by keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Go ahead.
To Shalaki. Let your heart therefore be perfect with the Lord your God, our God, to walk in his statutes and to keep his commandments as at this day.
At this day. That's how you be perfecting this shit. How you perfecting this thing. By trying to walk in the Lord and to walk in his ways. By trying to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. And we're going to get this last precept and get out of here. Deuteronomy 25:15. Then we get the law. We'll get the law.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 25 and verse 15. But thou shalt have a perfect and just weight.
There go that word again. Thou shalt have a perfect and just weight. Gather together, brothers and sisters, so that you can try to perfect yourself being a just man. You got to have a perfect and just weight, because he gonna wait to perfect this way. You want that weight scared of when the Lord come back. He choose you to be healed. Go ahead.
Measure shalt thou have, that thy days may be lengthy in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee.
And that's how we lengthen and prolong our days, brothers and sisters. Just gather for perfection, man. We just men up here. We need brothers and sisters, man, to come over and be just men with us so that we can gather with like-minded people, get this thing back on the road and head for perfection. Just gather for perfection, brothers and sisters. I'll praise to the Most High. We're going to get y'all the law. We're going to get out of here tonight.
Give it in Hebrews chapter 10, verse 25, what I was reading too, because that's a very important commandment, man.
It is.
How do we expect to build a nation if we're not coming together as a nation? You know, and this is for brothers and sisters like we always go at. For you keyboard Israelites, you individualites out there, man. This scripture is mainly for you. You
That's
don't think
right.
the Most High know what spirit we was dealing in?
I tried not to attack him today. I'm glad.
No, we got to always.
I said I wasn't going to hit him, because I showed touch him up every day.
You pull the scripture, we got to provoke them,
That's
man,
right.
to good
Provoke
works,
him. That's
man.
right.
So,
Come.
you know, we want to flex brothers and sisters spirit out there to
Yeah.
get them to understand that. Guess what? The Most High looking for people to do that.
That's right. Get
Go
in the
ahead,
game, brothers.
Captain Gerald.
Not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as ye see the day approach.
As you what?
See the day approach.
So that is a heavy law that God is commanding us to come together, man, as we see that day approaching.
To exhort each other, to uplift each other, rather than hindering ourselves.
That's right.
All you brothers on Facebook, oh man, he don't know what he's talking about. When let's all exhort each other, man. It's too long we've been doing this bickering and arguing and stuff, man. Let's get this thing on the on the road the right way we're supposed to. Our praise to the Most High. Yahweh shall bless. We are the battle axe of the Most High God. We thank you for watching. Like I said, hit that subscribe button. We thank you, brothers and sisters, that have been giving to the GoFundMe page. It really is helping us, man. As y'all can see, we're trying to get bigger and better things going. We need brothers and sisters to help us in this truth, man.
That's right.
Facebook, check us out on Facebook. Check us out on Battle Axe of the Most High on YouTube. And we just thank you, brothers and sisters, for tuning in with us tonight. Shalom.
Shalom. There you go.
I know.